Have you ever walked into a room where everyone was talking, yet one person remained completely silent? Strangely, that quiet person often becomes the most unforgettable. But why? Why does someone who barely speaks attract so much attention? Most people believe confidence is loud. We imagine confident people are always talking, laughing, and leading every conversation. But psychology tells a completely different story. In many situations, the people who speak the least are actually observing the most. Instead of thinking about what to say next, they read quietly, reading facial expressions, body language, and tiny emotional signals that most people never even notice. While everyone else is trying to be heard, they read trying to understand. And that's where the mystery begins. Researchers have discovered that silence isn't always a sign of fear or insecurity. For many people, it is a conscious decision. They don't stay quiet because they have nothing to say. They stay quiet because they don't feel the need to speak without purpose. Think about the wisest person you've ever met. Were they constantly trying to dominate every conversation? Or did they listen first and speak only when their words truly mattered? That's exactly what makes silent people so fascinating. The less they reveal, the more curious everyone becomes. Psychologists call this the information gap effect. When our brain doesn't have enough information about someone, it naturally wants to know more. But this is only the surface, because the real psychology of silent people goes much deeper. And once you understand it, you'll never look at quiet people the same way again. So what exactly is happening inside the mind of a silent person? The answer begins with something psychologists call deep information processing. While most people focus on reacting quickly, silent people often focus on understanding first. Instead of preparing their next sentence while someone else is speaking, their brain is busy analyzing every detail: the tone of voice, the facial expressions, the body language, even the emotions hidden between the words. That's why many quiet people notice things that everyone else completely misses. And here's something even more fascinating. The biggest misconception about silent people is that they have nothing to say. In reality, many of them simply choose their words more carefully. Every conversation demands mental energy, listening, thinking, understanding emotions, and responding with purpose. For highly observant people, this process consumes far more energy than most of us realize. That's one reason they don't speak just to avoid awkward silence. Every sentence has a purpose, every opinion has value, and every word is carefully chosen. Researchers also believe that emotionally secure people don't feel pressured to prove themselves through constant conversation. They don't need to dominate the room, because real confidence isn't measured by how much you speak. It's measured by how comfortable you are with silence. Ironically, the quieter someone becomes, the more attention people pay when they finally decide to speak. And that's where the hidden power of silence truly begins. But perhaps the most misunderstood part of silence has nothing to do with personality. It has everything to do with self-worth. Psychologists often describe this as internal validation. It means your confidence comes from within, not from the opinions of other people. Think about it. When someone compliments you, it feels good. But if that compliment never came, would you still believe in yourself? Many people can't. Their confidence rises and falls depending on how much attention they receive. Silent people are often different. They don't feel the need to constantly explain themselves, show off their achievements, or seek approval from everyone around them, because they already know who they are. And that kind of confidence is incredibly rare. But don't misunderstand this. Being silent doesn't automatically make someone wise, and being talkative doesn't automatically make someone insecure. Psychology reminds us that every person is different. Some people stay quiet because they are peaceful. Others stay quiet because they are afraid. The difference can only be understood when we stop judging people by appearances. So the next time you meet someone who speaks very little, don't assume they're weak. Don't assume they're shy, and don't assume they have nothing to say. Sometimes, the quietest person in the room is the one who understands the most, observes the most, and needs the least amount of attention to feel valuable. Because true confidence doesn't always speak loudly. Sometimes, it simply listens. It quietly observes. And when the moment is right, it speaks with purpose. This is the hidden psychology of silent people. Welcome to PsyVault, where every video helps you understand the human mind a little better.